Okay. So recording started. Okay. Before we start, uh, let's make this disclaimer. Can you see my screen? Hello.
Yes, Vantesh, we can.
Yeah. So I want to make it very clear to all the attendees that I am not a SEBI registered advisor. So whatever the discussions we will do in this meeting, it will be only for the educational purpose. So whatever the charts, strategies, analysis we will discuss, these are all for the analysis for the education purpose only. In case of any buy or sell recommendation, for that purpose, please do your own research or consult your advisor. Okay, and in this meeting, we will be not giving anyone any buy or sell recommendation or any kind of tip. So please make a note of this. Okay, so let's begin with our today's meeting. Okay, so if we see the overall global market, okay. So Hitesh bhai, you are entering people, no?
Yes, I am, Vantesh. I am.
Okay, so if we see the global market on last week, so Korea market was, couple of days it was down, and then uh, last 2 days again it is up. This is Japan. So they are all on a weekly. Let's see on the weekly chart. Pretty much still strong, except this China market, which is down. But that is also looks like is available now at a support level. So interestingly, if you see Dow Jones on a daily chart, like almost 4 5 days, there was a big sell-off came because of this war and other macroeconomic factors, and then immediately it recovered, and now it is well above the AMA line. So interestingly, we need to see the crude oil. So crude oil is the good point here is it is below $90 now. It is at $88, and on a chart you can see very clearly the strength is going down every day and every week. So now it is exactly at the support level, which is around 86, 87 dollars. If this level breaks, then we can comfortably say that then it might go into 70s and 80s level. So that is a good thing I can say about the crude oil. And and importantly, if you see on the weekly chart, it is just above the AMA line now. So if it further goes down, say like 85 or $80, then it will start trading below the AMA line on weekly chart. So that's where we can say comfortably now things are getting improved, and in terms of Indian perspective, that will be a very good uh, point in terms of crude oil prices, and a lot of other effects will come, positive effects will come into picture. So keep a watch on this crude oil, and looks like it should further go down from here, because you know that recent developments on Iran and US war. Uh, One side, Trump is saying that today, 14th of June, they are going to sign an agreement in Europe. Uh, he has given the date also. But on the other side, when you know the Iran, uh, feedback, they are saying still the discussions are going on. There is no confirmed date has been finalized to sign the agreement. So that is their view. So both are, exactly opposite to each other. One guy is saying there is already the date and place has been finalized to sign the agreement, and other side these guys are saying not yet. So anyways, Trump has given today's date. So if it gets signed today, then it's well and very good. That will be a big relief for the entire world. But if it is not signed today, so Iran is said it might sign, but it will be after few days. So again, we can say it's a positive. And as of now, there is no any big negative news from either parties, or there is no any negative has come for the market on the weekends. So as of now, we can say that things are stable, but not yet resolved, or not yet going towards positive. We can just say that things are stable right now, hold position. So that is only the positive we can take it up. Other thing, last week, if you see, there is a big fall came into gold market. So in fact, uh, gold almost reached 4,000. So from the top, if you see, gold almost went like 27-28% down from the top. And this was one support which got broke, and this was the second support where it came, and this is the third support, which is around 3,900 level. I feel is a comfortable level for gold to come and touch and then reverse from here, or spend some time over here. Same thing if you see on the silver, exactly same chart pattern is forming. This is a comfortable support level which already got broke. It just went below that, and then it is now reversing from this level, this support level. So looking like, silver and gold might spend some consolidation time over in this zone, and then reverse from here. So from this level, I really don't see a much bigger drawdown from here. There might be few percentage up and down. So if you see from the top, silver almost like 50% down from the top, almost 50% down. So that is a big drawdown in silver. So that's based on that drawdown and the chart pattern, or where the exact current price is. It looks like now it will consolidate in this zone only, maybe little bit up, little bit down, like that consolidation should happen. And uh, I will keep a very close watch on this RSI. I want it to come further down in the zone of 50s. So that is where I will be more convinced about the completion of the cycle. So that way I'm keeping. I'm not holding any. I was holding gold, but I sold it already. So I'm not holding any gold or silver at this moment into my portfolio. I was having both. Both I have already booked the profits. So I'm just closely watching gold and silver movement, and and hopefully this news of agreement signing between Iran and US, that will also impact the gold and silver prices. So definitely, if somebody want to do the investment in the gold for long term perspective and add it to their portfolio, I think this is a time where we need to very closely keep a watch on the gold prices. And as the moment happens, you can start adding gold into your portfolio. Either it is by ETF, but the problem with the ETF is now, I think most of the ETFs have already stopped any new, capital in their fund. So you need to see that which ETF is available right now to buy. So either in the ETF form, or there is one new form which recently government has launched called EGR, electronics gold receipt. I think that is a good one, a good alternate to buy gold into portfolio, because I think that's the only one option which gives you a flexibility in case if you want to have a physical gold also. Say like example, if you are buying a gold ETF. So like say if you buy a 10 lakh rupees gold ETF now, and after few months or after few years, it becomes 15 lakh rupees. So maybe like almost 50% from here. And that time, if you are planning to buy a gold for some, some marriage or something, so that time you can't convert that one into the physical gold. That 15 lakh rupees you have to book the profit, and then you have to go to the jewelry shop and buy the physical gold. But if you are buying the gold through EGR, then if you are say buying 10 lakh rupees and it becomes 15 lakh, so then that stage you will have a choice, either uh, buy sell the EGR and physically take the cash, that 15 lakh rupees, or take that EGR to the I think CB, and show the EGR to them and take the physical gold of 15 lakh rupees. I'm just giving an example. So that is the flexibility in this EGR it is having. So but I think as of now I was little bit doing a research on this who started this facility as of now. So I think most of the demat account holders like Zerodha, Angel One, or anyone, they are still working on the infrastructure on that. It is not yet started to offer, but I think once they start offering, so straightway, like as you are buying the ETF, you can just go buy the EGR from your demat account. So that is a good thing, I'll say. So let's see when it becomes live, and we can buy that. If somebody has more information or want to add anything, please go ahead and do on this new facility. Okay. So quickly just see how the index are doing, and then we can discuss on a broader way. So currently, if you see the Nifty on weekly chart, it is still in the weakness zone, very low below the AMA line. On daily, okay, we can say it is just crossed AMA line, and it is in the zone of support zone. So it is just hovering in this zone since many days and week. And still on RSI, if you see, it's at the 50 level. And mid cap, if you want to see, so compared to Nifty, mid cap is further stronger. It is pretty much trading above AMA line on weekly chart, and uh, and it's shown a very bullish candle on daily also. And if you see on small cap, so I would say uh, uh, compared to Nifty, mid cap is more stronger, and compared to mid cap, small cap is further more stronger because it is pretty much above the AMA line, and things looks good. So that is how it looks like, guys, on the broader things. Um, the two sectors which we discussed last week as well, the PSU bank index and the bank Nifty. So if you see private banks, this entire week, very strongly they were trading, and there are so many trigger points right now for the banks, which is one of the uh, foreign reserves, that FCNR facility, which uh, RBI has announced recently. With that, there is an expectation huge inflows of USD are going to come to these banks. And the good thing is, it is a tested and proven method by the government, by the RBI, and I think with that facility there will be big investment in terms of dollars, which these banks are going to get it. So I think that is one of the major trigger point for the banks, and you can see the entire last week bank Nifty has really shown a very strong strength. So if somebody don't want to buy individual banks, there are so many banks, ICICI, Axis, Kotak, SDFC. So rather than, if somebody don't want to do all those buyings, and then I would say the simplest thing is just go and buy the bank Bs. That will cover the entire portfolio of banks. So that can be one of the good alternate to buying a individual banks. And you see on PSU banks, again it has shown a strong strength. Weekly now it is just showing trading exactly at the support level. See, this was the breakout level, past breakout level, so now it has come down and taken that support, and now PSU banks are also showing strength. So for the next week as well, keep a watch on the banks, private banks as well as the PSU banks. That's where I think definitely we can see some strong up moves. And if you see the Nifty Financial Index, uh, very strong bullish candle has been formed, and on daily it has already started trading above the 50 AMA line, and you see the RSI. It went below 50 and now it has already crossed above 50. So in that way I can say it's pretty much in a comfortable zone. And if you see here, there was a big gap here. It came down, it went up, and then it came down, and this gap also has been already filled in this one. So overall, technically, if you see the financials, banks looks pretty attractive in coming days. Then if we see other sectors, like this is private bank. See the private bank index, pretty strong, pretty strong. It's last entire week. Okay, so defense, yes, 100% it is showing strength, pretty much stronger trends in defense, and that is, as we every week we discuss, that's a very long term story. So defense, you can't play on a daily basis, because there will be a few days defense might go down, and then again suddenly you will see a big spike in the stocks. So if you want to do some investment, again I would say either the mutual fund. There is a Motilal Oswal Defense Fund, that is the best one to cover the entire defense portfolio, or maybe the ETF. There is a Motilal Oswal ETF is also there. So rather than buying one stock, ETF is again a second option. Or third, if you want, you can go and buy some good fundamental stocks, like BEL is there. BEL is one of the good fundamental, I can say. uh, in shipping, maybe Mazgao Dock is the good option. So like that you can choose and do that, or else mutual fund or the ETF is the best, I would say. In terms of other sector, I think autos is another sector which is in a very strong consolidation, is now showing strength. So after this big run up, it came down, touched RSI 50, and now it is reversing from there. So that is again you can say a good signal. Other than this, PSC is down. Metals is pretty much weak after the big sign, big run up. So I'm not seeing any opportunities, because most of the metal stocks, if you see, they have already given 70, 80, even in some cases 100% returns also. So metals I would stay away right now. Pharma, yes, pharma is pretty strong. and definitely you can look into opportunity. And the last one is IT, so which is one of the most beaten down sector. I think if you look at the chart, okay, it's like almost it is at the verge of finishing is its you know, so there might be a small consolidation here in this zone, and then a reversal, but we never know. But I think uh, very soon we might see, IT is almost down like 42% from its top. So looking at the chart pattern, this level on an index 26,600 is a very strong support zone for uh, IT. So let's see how it pans out. Actually, we tell this every week or every month, and there will be some or the other bad news for the IT sector, and then we see a big fall in the IT sector. So let's see where it goes and stabilizes, and then we can look for some good opportunities in IT as well. Yeah. So before I move to the individual stocks, let's have a group discussion, and let's have a team's view, and then we can discuss on the specific stocks.
Hi Manteshji, Hitesh here. Maybe I can kick it off. So, no, I think you covered broadly everything which I have been tracking. But I think 2 points just to round it up. One is the FCNR inflow. I've been tracking this closely. Most banks have launched the schemes. Um, the largest inflow comes when there is leverage provided on deposits, which I think we should see in the next week, 10 days. We should see that going live. And I believe the inflow could be in the range of 30 to $50 billion because one is FCNRB and second is PSUs are allowed to PSUs are being supported by where RBI is picking up half of the hedge cost. So that should lead to another $5 10 billion of inflow. What that does is,
But
huh,
Hitesh bhai, that is for everyone, I think, no? Not only PSUs.
no, so FCNRB deposits is for everybody, PSU banks and private sector banks. There is a ECB borrowing which banks can do via bonds or a loan route, foreign currency loan route, where banks borrow themselves.
Okay,
That hedging benefit of 1.5% is only for PSU borrowers.
okay, okay.
But that is over and above FCNRB. But total, I think we should see 50 $60 billion coming in, which I think does two things. One is, the INR liquidity becomes cheaper, which obviously therefore means the valuation of, as the rates come down, the valuations look better for the companies in terms of equity valuations because the compounding rate changes downwards. Second is, of course, the banks benefit, which you've seen the rally in PSU and private bank stocks already, and that will be applicable for NBFCs also gradually. And the second ripple effect is FII selling in the last couple of days has come down where it was 4 5,000 crores, now 1,200 crores. I think if INR stops depreciating, we've seen 96 half come to 95 ish dollar INR. I think if that continues, this whole rush to get money out of outside of India will also reduce. Uh, FII inflows, I don't know when they will come, but at least the leakage will reduce, is what I believe. A third thing which I am watching closely, which one has to be mindful of, is the upcoming Fed meeting. It's on the 16th, 17th of June. Um, Everybody is expecting them to keep the rates where they are. But looking at the jobs data that came out last Friday, not this, the previous one, I think I just would want to keep an eye on that before, one goes all in and deploys 100% of capital. But I agree, rest of the things, I mean, the setups look quite good, especially in a few sectors.
Correct, correct. I agree with you, Hitesh bhai. What happened, Hitesh bhai? I think got disconnected.
No, no, I am on Mantesh.
Okay,
Those are the only things. Sorry, I just
okay,
put myself on mute to reduce the background noise.
okay, okay. Yeah, no, I 100% agree with you. So definitely we can keep a watch on the private banks and all those. And this inflows, the deadline for that is, I think, September, uh,
Yeah.
31st of September or 30th of September is the date. So now we have like July, August, September, 3 months, almost three and a half months window is open. So I am hoping that definitely the numbers will meet what Hitesh Bhai mentioned, almost like 50 uh, billion dollars, and that will definitely support our uh, rupee and all the microeconomics of our country. Any other point? Anyone, please go ahead and share.
Hello, Mantesh, this is Hari with you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah. As we are in UAE, do you think locking in some amount in FCNR makes good option right now?
Yes. See, first of all, this FCNR facility which recently announced, this is for 3 years, 3 years and 5 years. So first of all, we need to be clear that whatever the capital we will deploy, that is a locking period of 3 years, minimum 3 years. But
Yes, right.
yeah, but the returns are really very attractive, and I would say yes, it will be a very good decision if you are having some capital with you. But I would say, as Hitesh Bhai mentioned, just deploying your capital will not really give you that benefit. Like, say, like example, I think most of the private banks have announced around 6%. SDFC, ICICI Bank, everyone has announced 6% interest rate. So if you go and do the deposit, you will get a 6% interest rate. The actual
Yes.
play or the benefit you will get it if you multiply that one with the leverage. So like if you
Yeah,
go
yeah.
to your bank here and you say that I will deploy, say, $100,000, and you take a leverage of 6 times or 7 times, and you deploy that, you know so here our cost will be what, how much? I think 5%.
No, we
uh,
will get 3 to 4 percentage. We can get.
yeah, see that. So if you are getting, say, like 3%, you are getting here, and you are deploying at 6%, so you are getting a spread of 3%. So you
Hmm.
assume you will, your 100,000 you will get a 6%, and balance, say, like 7x. So 700K what you are putting there, you are getting 6%. So 6% from that 3% you are going to give to your bank, and straightway
Mm.
you are going to earn 3% difference. So that way, if you see, then overall your gains will be like almost like 13-14% gains.
Yes,
So
yes.
yeah, I would say if somebody is planning, take the advantage of this facility.
Yeah,
But
especially
I
Indian,
just to add this one, Mantesh. Like, sorry to interrupt.
for sure.
Mm.
Many of the small finance banks are giving 7%. And do you think these FCNR deposits are also covered in DAGC insurance?
Maybe I can answer that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, please. Yeah, yeah.
So, so you're right. Some SFBs may be offering higher, but you see, with SFBs, it's very difficult for you to get leverage. As Mantesh Bhai explained, the
Mm.
returns will not stack up without leverage. So while you get 1% extra in small finance banks, I still reckon it's best to go with private sector banks.
Exactly.
Uh,
Even I will.
and with leverage, I think anywhere between 15 to 20% tax free, relatively risk. There is small risk, but largely risk free returns of 15-20% for 3 year period annualized. 15% is not bad, right? Now, DIGC will cover these only to the extent of 5 lakh rupees. So,
Yes.
the
Yeah.
amounts, if
Yes.
you're looking at 100,000 with a leverage of taking for $1 million, I mean, on a 7, 8 crore, 10 crore deposit, 5 lakh rupees will not be material. So, I don't think you should look at DIGC for your evaluation.
Mm.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I 100% agree with Hitesh bhai. See, 1% is not to compromise the security, safety of our money. Uh, So I would say go with the larger banks.
Okay, fine. Okay.
Yeah, so optically it looks like a zero risk product, but those who are looking to invest, I'd only request you to look at one risk, which is if the SOFR rate increases. If you're borrowing in Middle East from a bank on leverage is on a floating basis, which typically it is, and if rates increase, SOFR rates increase to 8-9%, you may actually end up losing out money, right? So just do that math, be conscious of the risk, and then put the money.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Any other points, guys? Please. Anyone else?
Manteji, the thing you mentioned about the gold, say for example, HDFC Gold Mutual Fund,
Mhm.
the restriction is 10 lakhs per PAN per calendar month. So you can't purchase more than that. So it's
Okay,
still,
in mutual fund or ETF
yeah,
you are saying?
in mutual fund.
Ah, okay, okay. Oh,
ETF will be traded on the stock exchange. So I don't think so there will be restrictions, but there could be premium or discount depending on demand supply.
okay, okay, okay. Fair point. Anyone has looked at these EGRs?
So this EGR, you're saying we can't buy more than 10 lakh rupees per month, is it?
No, no, no,
No,
no,
no,
not
no, mutual fund.
mutual fund. This
HDFC
thing.
Gold Mutual Fund.
Okay, okay, got it, got it. So
Yeah,
EGR one can. Okay, okay, got
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Thank you.
EGR one. Anyone has looked at? I tried to look at. This is what I explained is what I could get the information.
I
Somehow
have
they're
not
still
yet.
not being promoted by the any of the demat providers.
No, because they have not yet started. No, because they are working on the back end infrastructure.
Okay.
Because whenever you will buy the gold from EZR, so same value of gold will be physically bought and it will be stored on your behalf. So they are working on that infrastructure. I think hopefully maybe in couple of weeks we can see that on most of the brokers. Okay. Anyone else want to add any more views on the broader market or any aspect? Go ahead.
Disney.
Yes, bye.
Uh, so this one SpaceX IPO came of 75 billion. So now the money had been gone over there from many capital markets. From so I think gold, crude, and all these things. So we can see again a fallback on the international markets and the domestic markets on that point.
I really don't think so. See, not from the gold and this. I think probably the in last 1 week or 10 days, you might have seen there was a big sell-off in the AI companies internationally. So I think
Yes.
that's from there the lot of capital has taken out and it has moved to this SpaceX, and I think there are a couple of more IPOs also. Anthropic is one of them, and one more I'm not remembering the name. There are
Google
total
is
three
also
IPOs. Huh?
Google is also raising $80 billion.
Chat
Okay,
GPT is coming. OpenAI.
OpenAI is coming. Google is also raising $80 billion.
okay. So I think that this fund which is coming out, so these all will go into these IPOs. So SpaceX, if you see, listed at almost I think how much 16-17% premium I think, and
Yes.
yeah, let's see how it plays now. Already IPO is out, and after listing it has come down also. Yesterday, if you see the chart, it went up and then it came down also. So it's not like that, people just went on buying only. It came down also, SpaceX. So let's see how it plays out. Okay, guys. Any other point? If anyone wants to add up before I move to specific stocks.
Mantesh, one more small perspective from my side. As you know, the mid caps and small caps have moved a lot. And I can see like large caps have never moved for last 3 years. Like, do you think there is a chance of the large cap movement right now?
Yeah, if you see most of the large cap Nifty 50 stocks,
Zone C.
they are already at a at their peak low level. You see HDFC, you see Reliance, you see all the top Nifty 50 stocks from banks like ICICI Bank. So, okay, from that Nifty 50, uh, the top banks now specifically, they started reversing because of all those policy announcements. So, and eventually all these issues, geopolitical issues, as they will get resolved, like the ceasefire is announced, agreement is signed, so automatically crude oil will start going down, and that will affect the overall sectors like autos. So if you see most of the auto Nifty 50 stocks which are from auto, like M&M and Tata and all, they are all peak low. So definitely these issues, once they get resolved, I can say most of the large caps will start moving out. And as a broader, whenever any reversal happens in the FII's buying, the first thing, the FII's money will go into the large caps, the top Nifty 50 stocks. They will come and they will see which are these stocks which are at the lowest P or lowest level and at the attractive level. So the majority of their inflows will start in the large caps first, and then the capital will move to other mid cap and small cap. So I'm pretty much optimistic on that, and let's see how it played out.
And one more thing I would like to add, you see, all other world markets have performed well. Do you think this is the time for Indian market to perform comparable to other world markets?
Yeah, see, as per whatever the limited knowledge I have, definitely I'm not a very finance guy or economics guy, but based on whatever we see or read, I think pretty much most of the global markets, which if we compare the Korea or Japan or US market, they have run up mostly based on the digital and AI and those stocks, and where our Indian markets were lagging because we were not having those companies or those sectors for the investment. So I think now we are almost at the peak, those level. Definitely, we can't uh, keep on running those sectors. Now you see that now already you might start getting those news, the investment kind of the requirement of the investment to establish any AI infrastructure is a huge, so already those kind of news started coming on AI, and I think that this weekend I seen one news from US government also. I think they are stopping Anthropic or banning Anthropic or something like that. So we are almost at the peak, what I feel right now, and definitely whenever that capital will come out from there, these FIs will start booking profits from those sectors. So I think Indian market is at a pretty much comfortable level right now, and they might come and start investing back in our country. That's my view, but I don't know. Hitesh Bhai and those guys are pretty much from finance. They might give more idea.
Mantesh bhai, I agree with. I mean, as you discussed, once the AI trade unwinds, there will be reversion to mean. And
Yeah.
India, which is underperformed relative to most other markets like Japan, Korea, Taiwan, US, I think we will see some equalization. We should see that happening sooner or later, for sure.
Correct. Okay. Anyone else, or else shall I move to stocks?
I have a question on this FCNR leverage that was being discussed. The loan
Okay.
will be given on leverage against what collateral? Like somebody was saying it will be given at 3%, but how can we borrow at 3 when US government is borrowing at 4.5 and 5%?
Mantesh, should I answer that? Can I
Yeah.
take?
Please, please, please. Go ahead.
So, Vijayji, the way this works is, these, let's say you have an account with HSBC in Dubai. You put in $1 million, and HSBC will put in $9 million. All those $10 million come into HSBC India, okay, and HSBC India confirms to HSBC Dubai that the depositor, which is Vijay, will not be able to take out this money till they get a confirmation from HSBC Dubai.
Correct.
So therefore, there is no need of collateral because they're not taking a big risk on your credit profile.
Mhm.
Uh, the money remains with HSBC system, of course. Of course, they will put some cap on how much they leverage they want to offer to you basis your relationship with them, etc. Uh, Now, to your second question on pricing, see, it will depend. In Dubai, it will be different. Singapore, Hong Kong, the price will be different depending upon the local benchmark. And therefore, when I said there is a small risk of the benchmark rate moving up beyond INR FD interest income, and there can be a situation where the investor actually has a loss, is because of the benchmark that people will use. But to your point, you're right. The pricing may not be 3%, it will be closer to 4.5%, 5%, because US 5 years are at 4% thereabouts. So at 4.5%, if you borrow and if you deploy at 6%, you still make 1.5% on the 9x leverage, right?
Right.
So your $9.5 million at 1.5% will give you whatever 12 $13 million. Your 1 million will give you $60,000. So you'll total make 18 19% on your $1 million of deposit.
Understood. Thank you.
Yeah. And just to add to that point, Vijay bhai, that 10 million which will be in the system, that entire 10 million itself is a collateral.
Right.
Bank will consider that entire capital as a collateral, so you can't take it out. Uh, so that way, that entire facility works.
Yeah, got it. Thanks.
Okay. So let's move to the individual stocks now. So we will skip the entire IT pack. No need to discuss anything. Okay. In the banking and finance, one of the Bajaj Finance. Uh, so this is what I look it here very nicely. Bajaj Finance, almost went down below 50 and now it is crossing above 50. So in terms of drawdown, I think it's pretty much covered. And if you see on Friday, it has made a very strong bullish blue candle uh, on chart. So Bajaj Finance is one of the stock I would say definitely need to look at. On weekly, it will look like still weak, but as a chart pattern, if somebody want to play around, I think Bajaj Finance is one of them. Another one in the banks is AU Finance. Very strong bullish candle. If you see, blue candle has formed. Already MTG also gave a buy signal. So AU Finance is another stock, I would say. Then in terms of banks, if you see very nicely, they have already run up. Axis Bank is almost 5% SL right now. In fact, the right time was on 10th of June, where it was around 1300 level. So that is one. Then uh, Bank of Baroda uh, looks nice, and it is already closed above AMA line. Your SL is just 1.6 means 2% SL, you can say. And if you see, MTG also has given a buy signal. Kotak is another one. Again, it was available at a decent level, but now Now still your SL is within 5%. So overall, if you see the chart pattern, it was trading below 50 RSI, now crossed 50 RSI. Federal is already crossed all-time high level. So another one is ICICI Bank. So see, if you follow our dual super trend strategy, so these banks were available at a very good level with a very low risk. So ICICI was also available on 10th of June itself, but now it is extended, but still it's a 5%. SBI is another one, looks good. Yeah, here your SL is just 3%. PNB you can see. So most of the you know PSUs, uh, you can check, they are forming almost similar chart pattern, available at a good risk to reward level. So banking is definitely you can keep a watch in coming days.
Just one observation. Canara gave a pretty heavy dividend on Friday. So if you adjust for dividends, it may show a different chart.
Yeah, so then it might have been,
You
how
can
much
press
was
the
it?
adjust button at the bottom.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, so overall, but if you see, banks and finance are pretty strong for coming days. So similar thing as we were talking about the autos. So you can see a decent reversal is seen now. Tata Motors passenger vehicle is showing a pretty much strong strength now. And if you see, it's already started trading above AMA on weekly as well. Looks good. A very strong reversal sign in Tata passenger vehicle. Yeah, M&M. M&M is exactly at the support level, and from there it is showing strength. So these are all large cap. Most of the stocks in autos are large cap stocks. So hopefully, this once we see some positive news coming on geopolitical, definitely auto large caps should show very strong, because their if you see their month on month sales numbers are pretty strong in domestic market. Defense, you see this entire defense pack is showing strength, but stocks were pretty down now, but most of the stocks are showing strength now. MTAR is one of the stock which is I am completely out of this MTAR. Okay, see guys, one thing you need to be very clear, uh, if you are following a setup or some strategy, then you just need to follow that strategy. You should not have any regret. Say, like example, here as per our dual super strategy, this is uh, here ST1 ST2 both gave a sell signal. So here almost like 75% or say 50%, you want to be optimistic, so 50% is already booked, uh, and then balance whatever the quantity is booked here. So hindsight we can say that, okay, or next day again the stock is 13.5% up. So okay, it's fine, it's fair enough. What if that another next on Friday also it is another 10% fall was there? We were not knowing that. We can say only on hindsight that stock reversed, and stock gave another 13% returns. So I don't have any regret over there. I sold completely and I am out of this stock now. Okay, and now we will see, how the structure will form, and again, if there is a structure forms and gives me a buy signal, then I might make a decision. But at this moment, I followed and I am out of this. So one stock which looks good to me is data pattern. Pretty strong chart pattern. This was the breakout level. Then again, it consolidated here, and if you see here, it gave a breakout here, and it came back and did the breakout retest exact that level. It touched the same 3576 level and then reversed from that. So breakout retest is already done, and now after that again there was a small consolidation and then it went up. So data pattern looks good in this defense pack. Another one is Zentech. So you can see a very strong weekly blue candle formed, and then it is showing strength now. If you see in uh, uh, shipping sector, so GRSC looks good, went up and now it is coming down and showing strength here. Masgav, again it is down here on a daily. If you see, they it will look like they are weak. So I would say wait for the buy signal on daily, and then you can start entering there. BL, if you see, even though they are getting continuous uh, orders from the government and everywhere, but stock is not performing. I see this. These are the support levels for uh, BL. This is one support right now, exactly at that support. Then the second will be like this support, and third is this. So these are the levels which you need to play around. See what one thing I'm seeing. You might have seen every month or quarter. You will see that 500, 600 crores of orders BL is getting. But one thing, if you look as per our setup, if you put it our setup in the perspective, see this is the level when it reached 80. Yeah, when this was like June 25. So exactly 1 year before it reached 80, and from there it started consolidating. And after that, if you see every week, every month, the RSI started coming down, but it never completed that cycle, the cycle which we talk about, reaching 50. So that's where I am keeping a watch now. Uh, you know, this should come further down, and it should come further down to the next support levels, and that's where then it will start reversing from the levels. So at this moment, I am not anything. I don't have any positions in BL. Already, I sold BL long back, and I'm keeping a very close watch on these levels. Once these levels are coming down, then maybe I will start buying BL. But definitely, BL is one of the good stock you need to have in your portfolio. Another stock from FMCG looking good is got for a flip. So if you see, it's already completed its cycle, came down below 50. Now it is trading well above 50, and on Friday it has given a very strong bullish blue candle. So it is available, just at 2% risk got for flip. Yeah, in FMCG, this is one stock looks good to me right now. Uh, Other than this, if I go down, uh, KEI again very strong. Uh, just consolidating at the AMA line, but not closing below the AMA line. So this is also available at your risk of 4%. And if you see on the weekly, it is already at the all-time high level. So one thing you need to be very clear, guys. Again and again, I'm telling you need to follow only one setup. If you are entering on daily, then your exit has to be on daily. If you are entering on weekly, so then your exit has to be on weekly. If you mix and match, then that is not a good setup. Yeah. So if you are entering on daily here, so your SL is 4%. So if it closes below AMA line, then you are losing 4% and you have to be exiting the position. But if you see the same chart on weekly, your exit is almost 14%. Yeah. So keep that one into mind. This is one stock looks good to me. Then I would say, yeah. In pharma, if you see, there are so many stocks like flying like anything. One of them, which we discussed many times, is Kaplan point. This stock has really gave a very strong up move, and you know a very decent returns, I would say, in this particular field. Uh, State way, I will go to, yeah. So if you see Reliance, this is what we were talking about, the large caps. So most of the large caps, if you see, they are almost at the peak down right now. So once the things are resolving, I think this is where large caps will move very strong. Okay, this is one stock again with the blue candle, Motilal Oswal. You see the volume on Friday, very strong volume, completed the cycle of downtrend. Now it is showing a strength, and this is available at 5% uh, risk. Another one, I would say, Power Mac. So here I exited on this day. Already I posted in the group uh, on 8th of June. I posted because most of the energy stocks were weak on that day, but again, after that it's shown strength. So here on this day, 11th of June, I already entered in this stock because this uh, the sign of sell. In fact, dual super trend didn't give a sell off exit sign, but the kind of chart pattern it formed here. So that's where I thought, it's better to exit. So I exited, but if you see on our setup, it was a fake. So on this 11th, again I entered here in this stock, and on Friday this stock gave almost 7%, 7.5% returns. Another stock which is in our scanner as well, PT Engineering, very strong bullish blue candle has formed, and if you see, this is perfectly meeting our requirement on the setup. And if you see the kind of you know uh, almost like Jan 25, so almost 1.5 year drawdown this stock has shown. And now on weekly also, if you see, very perfect consolidation setup it is forming now above AMA line. So this is looks good. JBM is another stock, you know putting all the requirements, technical requirements. So JBM is also showing a pretty strong up move. So this is available almost like 7% now. Another stock is Inox Green, formed a blue candle. Yeah, and you see this again the same. If you can, so more or less, you need to see how the chart patterns are forming. Almost most of the stocks which I shown to you now are meeting most of our technical requirements. So Inox Green is another one. Then TI India, this is from ancillaries. So this is available at 4.5%. Again, nicely reversal sign. Yeah. HFCL is another stock, guys. I already booked my profit. I am out of this stock right now. Uh, you know, because whenever these stocks start coming down, they form very brutal. And the one thing very important here is the circuit. This stock was, when this stock was going up, it was not in circuit, but at this level there is a 5% circuit in this, and then it comes down and it goes up. So if you see, it came down 3-4 days at 5% lower circuit, and on Friday it was 5% upper circuit. So I try to avoid that kind of what do you say, uh, uncomfortableness. Whenever stock goes into the circuit, I get very discomfort. So I almost like 105% gains it was. Guys, can you just yeah? So around 105% gains. I have exited HFCL completely. I will see later on what to do in this stock, but as of now, I'm out. Jess is another one stock which we discussed, I think, last week about this stock, and so next day, when this stock was at this level, I entered in this stock as we agreed that when the stocks comes down, we can enter. So I agreed. I entered in this stock at this level itself. So this is another one. Indigo is one stock, guys. Looks good. If you see the structure, so this is the 80 level when June 25. So almost 1 year the stock was in drawdown, and now it has completed its cycle, and now the stock is above 50, and you see the structure very nicely. Now it is showing strength, and this is available at around 5.5% risk. Uh, in fact, this stock was available here itself. So after that the stock went 5% up. See, now whenever this agreement news will come out officially, so definitely you will see the crude oil prices are going down, and Indigo is one of the beneficiary of that news, and that's where I see drawdown from here is very limited in Indigo. So if somebody want to buy Indigo into their portfolio, I think this is a very good level. Other than this, one more stock is it made a blue candle, forming a very decent technical chart setup, but the stock is below 50 RSI. So that is one of the confirmation I would say is waiting. Another one is Kirloskar Brothers. Yeah, so above 50 RSI. This is one stock looks good. Then uh, then which one? Yeah, Hyundai. Hyundai is another stock, guys. If you see from top, this stock is down almost like 43%. The stock came down. Yeah, after listing, it gave a very strong up rally, and then from there 43 44% down, and it went below 50 RSI, and now it is crossing above 50 RSI, and it is forming a very decent consolidation chart pattern, and now it is showing strength. So it is available at almost 6% risk now. Yeah, so this is the thing. Then which is other one? I think that's it, guys, from my side. Yeah, one stock which we discussed last week. In fact, uh, the stock was here, car trade. Yeah, and after that it gave a very strong rally. Now it is actually almost like 20% rally it has given. So if somebody want to add car trade, I would say wait for little bit pullback, and then uh, because right now the risk to reward will be not good. Yeah, so these are some of the stocks which are looking good to me for coming week. Any specific stocks we can quickly discuss? Maybe 3 4 stocks we can discuss, and then we can wrap it up in another 5 5 6 minutes. Yeah, quickly, if you want to discuss any specific stocks, guys. No stocks. Okay. CG Power. CG Power. Yeah, so CG Power, if you look at already it has given a all-time high breakout. And as per our setup, there is still further a decent room is available that this stock will go. So this stock is at after breakout. This is in the consolidation zone right now. Uh, so yeah, it's whosoever is holding, I think they can continue holding this one. This stock should go further up from here. Still, there is a decent room available. Sorry, which stock? Q. Uh, See, Acum has already given a very strong rally now. So risk to reward wise, I think it is not favorable. But if somebody is holding, they can they can keep on holding, and as on when any pullback comes up, they can add more quantities also, because pharma is definitely is going to do good in coming days. See, right now this is the breakout level. If you see that stock is coming in this zone of 595, I think that is the time when you can add more quantity, or if somebody want to add a fresh entry in this one. Yeah. Which is the other one, was it? Bajaj Finance we already discussed. Physics wala. Physics wala, where it is? Yeah, here. Uh, I really don't know. This is recently listed company. Uh, as of now, it is showing strength, and it is just above the uh, AMA line. But as this is a recently listed company, you need to see how their numbers and all those things. For me, I think I it's better I don't give my view. But technically, it's consolidating right now, and it's holding its position. Sheila Foam and Advance. Sheila Foam. Uh, Sheila Foam, if you see uh, on weekly, it is see at actually as per our setup, it is still not buy because RSI has not closed above 50. But stock has really shown a very good strength from its low. If somebody is holding, then if somebody has bought the stock at this lower levels, then stock is in a pretty strong strength now, and it is reaching almost resistance level now. Here, this is one of the resistance level for this stock. Yeah, because two times this stock came in this zone and then went down. So 760 is the level. If somebody is holding, keep a watch on. If this level breaks, by that time, then our RSI 50 will also cross above 50. RSI will cross above 50, and then this stock might show a very strong up move from this level. Yeah, so that's my view. Uh, Advanced enzyme. Advanced enzyme. Okay. This one, no, advanced enzyme technologies. Yeah, so if you see here, it is already crossed above 50 RSI, and now this is the zone, I would say, a breakout zone, and then after that, it is consolidating. On daily, if you see exactly that. That is the level it crossed, and now this was the breakout, and then it is now retesting that. So if it closes below AMA line, then I would say your exit will trigger. But if it makes a bullish candle over here, yeah, and then probably you can add more. If you are holding the position, you can add more. Or if somebody want to do the fresh entry, so once you get a buy signal here, you can do a uh, buy also. So stock is in a perfect technical chart pattern. Yeah, bell rise. I think that's what last we can see. Yeah, so bell rise again, very strong fundamental stock, available at a good level right now. If somebody want to add fresh or even to add new quantity, I would say it's a good level to add bell rise. And if somebody is holding a position, they can keep on holding the position. Very strong up move, I would say, in this one. Okay, so I think we have discussed pretty much stocks, and let's see how this next week uh, pans out, because there are a lot of activities are scheduled in next week. One of them, the important, will be the Iran and US agreement. That will really, uh, play an important trigger point in the Indian stock market. So that's it from my guys, from my side, guys, and thank you very much for your time.
Thank you,
Thank
Mantesh.
you, Mutesh bhai. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.